But yeah, here's where we built our base. It's down here. We can take another look at it before I show my next fun trivia fact of my base. So another thing I wanted to do is I always wanted the control tower to be different on one side than the other. So that's why this side is taller, this side is lower. You see what I mean? And I think it's cool that this is like a little sloping area, but like it still maintains the like castle aesthetic. It's very cool. But yeah, I think I showed the interior of the base probably like 3 times already, so you guys are probably sick of me showing it over and over. Sorry about that. I was just waiting until there was finally good, nice weather. But yeah, we can take a look at the gardens again. So yeah, the way these gardens are designed is these trees are on one block of dirt higher, so that the branches don't cover up the bushes. Because normally the branches would cover the bushes, so by doing this you expose the bushes more. So the little gardens are really nice. And you might notice we have this like this theme of wood. The wood theme goes throughout this whole entire base. Like, there's never a moment, there's no area, because it was supposed to be cozy. It's supposed to be cozy, so it blends wood and concrete to be this like cozy, comfortable base. Anyways, let me show the interior one last time. This is our like control room area. This is our like quick storage area. And then now we go down to the interior. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to show the interior, and then I've got another fun fact for you guys. I'm going to show you where this base was originally built. Back in Alpha 13. Oops. You actually can't get in this way. But it looks really cool. And yeah. Alright, so that concludes my final showing of the interior. Let's go take a really quick look again at the exterior. This is actually sunny. But yeah, it's got these ramps everywhere, so no matter what side the base is being attacked, you can run up and see what's going on. And it's intended that you can protect the walls from these kind of like outposts. So that concludes the exterior tour as well. Oh yeah, and you can get up here, so this is kind of cool. Alright, so that concludes me showing the interior and the exterior again. This is going to be a long video. But hey, we spent a super long time building this thing, so we might as well take some time to show it off as well. Let's get some shots of like the control tower. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, I think that's enough of that. So now the fun fact. I want to show you guys where this base was built back in Alpha 13. Originally, I built this base over here in Alpha 13. So back in Alpha 13, this area was not snow. This area was actually like, this was nice foresty area. This was forest. However, this area was kind of like, I guess, like Badlands kind of style. Like, it wasn't really deserty, but it wasn't really foresty either. And these mountains were not here. There were no mountains here. So in Alpha 13, this area was like just flat. Like, this area was completely flat. And I thought this would be a cool area to build a base, because it was like, it was supposed to be my, ignore this map. So this is kind of, this isn't really what the map looked like in Alpha 13. You can probably Google it and find it. However, I wanted this to be my, like, my northwest base. Because I had bases in, like, the middle of the map. I had bases in every corner of the map so that I could explore and stuff. So, for example, like I was saying once before, the first base my friends and I ever made it was this building right here. This building right here. And what was so cool about that is you can see the center of the map is right here. The center of the map, where it's 0, 0, is like right about here. This is like the center of the map. So our first base was very conveniently near the center of the map. And the map didn't really extend further this way yet. The map was just kind of like, this was it. Like, it stopped here. So I wanted this base. So these mountains weren't here. This was all flat. This was all flat. Everything here was flat. And so I built my base like right about... Gotta think where it was in relation to this town, because this town was actually in the game. So over there is where I built my mega bunker. Over here was a town that was kind of like dusty. These buildings weren't here. This building and that building, they weren't there. It was only these four. Only these four buildings. And this was not here. That might have been here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think any of this was here. Anyways, so I built my base like... I built my base like right over here. So this is where my cute concrete base was located in Alpha 13. In Alpha 13, I built it like kind of like right over here, because I have to think of relation to this little town. But yeah, this is basically where we built it. And I don't think any of this stuff was here. This house might have been here. It might have been. I'm not 100% sure. This definitely was not here. And this whole mountain range, this wasn't here yet either. It was just like this town and then like flat that direction. Just completely flat that direction. It was flat over here too, which is why I built my base here. So originally this base was built right here. Right there. In Alpha 13. But this time we've built it over near the farmland because I was looking for a road that was straight without structures. Like, see, this road is straight, but there's structures around it. And so I was looking for an area where the farmland was good. So yeah, the first ever base I built with my friends were over there. We picked a prefabricated building and built our base on it. My super mega bunker was built over here, though. And like I said, it was massive. It went, like, past that gas station. It was like a giant city underground. And it went all the way to bedrock. It went to bedrock, and from bedrock, I built up. So I literally built a whole city, like, underground in my bunker. And it was, like, a very Fallout-inspired kind of, like, underground city that I wanted to build. And I did build. It was a mega structure. And actually, I built a skyscraper over here on this hill because I wanted it to be close to the middle of the map. I wanted it to be close to the middle of the map, so I actually built a skyscraper right here on this hill. And you didn't really get a good view at the time. It was kind of a waste of time, because I think this was also in Alpha 13, so the view distance you had was actually very limited. Oh yeah, here's a failed structure I was trying to build. I forgot about this. Basically, yeah, it was just a... This is a very bad... Yeah, don't look at this. This was a failed structure. But yeah, I built a skyscraper here back in Alpha 13. And it was funny because the view distance was like maybe like this far. Like where my mouse cursor is. So it was like you couldn't really see that much. It was kind of a waste of time that I built this big skyscraper for pretty much no reason. Although nowadays it would be very cool. Nowadays it would be very, very cool to build. But yeah, I'm so sad that they changed this structure. This was the location of the first ever base that I built with my friends. And we took the prefabricated structure that was here, and we just built onto it. We just built additions to it. It was basically a building like this, actually. This is actually very similar, except it was on the ground. Like, these posts were not here. So, like, if you imagine, like, just taking this structure and just putting it on the ground... taking like this structure and just putting it on the ground, that's kind of what it was like. It was like a weather station. It was a prefab structure that they used in many different places of the game. But it's where we and my friends built our very first base. So in tribute, I want to kind of rebuild this prefab structure that used to be here. But I don't know when I'm going to do that, because we just finished up Cute Concrete. Maybe I should call it Cozy Cute Concrete. Cozy Cute Concrete? Because it's very cozy. Oh, I also built like an oil rig structure here before. Here I built like a massive oil rig. The idea is the whole base had to be... the whole base had to be like with the water. Like, it couldn't be like half on land, half on water. The whole base had to be on water. And like I said, it ended up being kind of like an oil rig. And that was fun. That was fun to build. But anyways, here's what we built just now. And here's what I was showing off to you guys. Painfully showing off to you guys. This is cozy concrete. Cute, cozy concrete. I'm very happy with this base. Turned out really nice. Like I said, this is the base that got me to reinstall the game and attempt to recreate it. And it's got a nice view of the snowy mountains too. Finally, we have some sunshine so you can actually see it. So that's great. That's really great. Anyways, yeah, thanks for checking out my base. This is my favorite base that I've ever built in this game. And like I said, I built it in Alpha 13, so this was like 5-something years ago. And I tried to reconstruct it from memory. This is kind of what it was. And I wanted to add more decorations and make it look better and stuff, so there it is. And over here is where I think I'll build the prefabricated structure that they used to have in the game as tribute. However, I think that'll do it for now. I think we're done with this. Yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. This was some of the most fun I had recently, I guess. Just taking my time to build this. I think it took roughly... I think roughly 18 hours to build this. Roughly 18 hours to build it. But the reason why is because I was trying to build it from memory. If I made a blueprint, I probably could have built it a lot faster. Of course, I wouldn't have recorded the time to write the blueprint, like... You know what I mean by blueprint? Like open up Excel or take some graph paper and actually draw in how you're going to place the cubes. I used to do that for all my bases. I would make a blueprint. Sometimes post the blueprints online or whatever so people could see. And then they could recreate the bases and stuff. I'm not try hard like that anymore. But that was fun. Alright. So that'll do it for this project. Nice.